Hi, my name is Ben Roy. I'm team lead for Kraven Manor, and today I wanted to show you, present to you the demo that we've kind of put together so far. Keep in mind, as I'm going through this, we've only worked on the game 2.5 to 3 weeks before our Christmas break started, and so everything that you see was created in 3 weeks. We did all our design documents, all of our art, and kind of everything that you see almost, except for a few things, were created by us in just 3 weeks. So we're really excited to see where this project could go, just based on what we've been able to create so quickly so far. Kraven Manor is a first-person horror game. It's kind of an exploration horror, so we want the player to explore our game world and find and collect objects, like little collectibles. These might be in the form of audio logs that they can find to understand more about the narrative, the story. Basically, we have a mystery narrative that kind of compels the player forward. There's this guy named Lord Kraven, and he basically has this manor, this mansion that he owns. We come to find out Lord Kraven has been deceased for a while. The player stumbles upon him in an old ballroom. His skeleton, or his corpse, is kind of sitting regally in his throne, and we come to find out that Lord Kraven was this evil guy. And we haven't really written the script yet, and so there's a lot more that we're gonna be exploring as we go through. But right now, basically, the idea is that Lord Kraven has control over this house. You can think of it as kind of The Shining or Amityville Horror, if you've seen those movies. The house kind of has a personality of its own as well, and Lord Kraven kind of animates and controls this evil house. The big hook for our game is that the house has a dynamically shifting floor plan, and so take this room for example. This is a bedroom. An experience that we want to create for the player is that the player might exit this room via this door right here and enter a hallway, and in this hallway they search around, they do whatever, and then all of a sudden the house starts shaking and groaning and moving. And they're like, what's going on? And they hear things moving around, and really big objects and really heavy sounding objects moving around. And then they come back and they try to find this bedroom again. And they go back through the doorway that they had left to go from this bedroom into the hallway into the first place. But when they come back through this doorway, they find that they're now in a library. They're no longer, the door that led to the bedroom no longer leads to the bedroom. It leads to a library. It has this shifting floor plan like that, and we'll demonstrate these kind of experiences to you in a second. I just kind of wanted to explain a little bit of what our vision is for the game. As we go through the game, the player will be able to find these rooms that are called safe havens. Right now, safe havens are a place where the player can relax, where they don't have to worry about running into enemies. They don't have to worry about solving puzzles. They just come to these rooms probably to save their game. They feel really good. They have music that is very peaceful, and the rooms are very peaceful compared to the suspenseful atmosphere of the rest of the house. In these safe haven rooms, there's going to be projectors that display movies onto a wall. The movies are probably going to be old-style slideshow movies, kind of like what you would think families used to show their old slideshows of their old family photos and get-togethers and things like that. But it was more of a slideshow of photos rather than an actual rolling movie, because that's kind of the time period and era we're trying to set the game in. In these old movies, we were thinking that we could kind of explain more about Lord Kraven, who this character is, how he got to be deceased, how he has this kind of mystical power that he can control this house, and some of the more of the backstory of the house. Like I said, again, we haven't written the script, but the house is going to have a big, an exciting history to it. Who knows what that may be? We need to discuss that as a team, and right now it's break, so I don't want to say anything because we might discuss it as a team later and decide that we want to go a certain direction with it as a team, and that's a big part of our team culture here at Kraven Manor. Okay, now I kind of want to show you our design level. As we go through, I'll try to remember and explain more. The protagonist's primary tool is the flashlight. They can toggle the flashlight on and off at any time. The flashlight is run on batteries, such as this. Batteries do run out, and the flashlight, though it will never be completely dark, it will flicker once it runs out of flashlight or battery power. And to prevent this, we pick up batteries to refill. This is our notebook or notepad, and on the left it will display player's current objective, what their goal is. It might help you or give you hints on how to solve a puzzle, or it might tell you more of the overarching narrative of the game, like you need to go turn the power back on in the east wing, or something specific like that. It'll also show you if you've picked up any clues or any keys to open any doors, or anything like that. You can think of like Resident Evil puzzle things where you need to collect items to open a door for the way forward, or something like that. So you can see I have 5 batteries right now. This is actually working right now. Yeah, do you see it just went down to 4 batteries because I've had the flashlight on a while. If I pick up this battery right here, I will go back up to 5 batteries. So that's how that flashlight mechanic works. And obviously we need to do a lot of balancing and stuff. You're going to see kind of the insides of our game right now because it's at a very, very early stage. Due to the shifting floor plan of our game, we decided to create a technology that allows us to grab rooms anywhere in space and kind of do them randomly. Put them in a random order. So this is grabbing this first room that we have. It's kind of our entryway room. Kind of looks cool. This might be a hub room for the game, so the player might continually come back here and go down different hallways to get to different areas of the game. They're going to be visiting this room a lot. This statue is default UDK, and we did not create it. I want to point that out. But most of the assets we did create. I'll try to remember if we didn't make anything. This is kind of the first room where the player starts to understand what's going on with the story. They just saw a statue that was laying in a patch of light coming through this window here. They realized that the light, when it comes in contact with the statue, set the statue on fire and effectively killed it. If they check their log here, it says, found a statue in a patch of light. It started smoking and then burned away while screaming. That just goes to reinforce the player what happened. And like I said, these objectives will be updated as they go. So we're pulling up rooms here as we go. This is a dead end. What's cool is, I'll show you in a second, but these rooms are being pulled up randomly. So I did not know that that room was going to be there. So we need to go a different direction to explore the house more. Right now we have a full story arc for our demo, and so we'll be going through that and trying to figure out how to beat these statues. There's going to be a bunch of them. This is our first clue room, so the player will find and pick up a clue here. See, it says you have acquired the first key. Let's look. I found a strange key. I wonder what it unlocks. Let's go this way. There's another transition room. Oh, something scary there. Let's turn around. Get another battery here. I have 2.